the process to install. Asma, for you also, did they share the software to you?
No, sir.
Okay, just a minute. If you observe here, see, this is VMware. This one, VMware workstation. Whatever the softwares they have provided, it you have to download. In that one, first one is VMware. VMware software will be there. You have to download and you have to unzip and then you have to install. Okay, download it in your system and then I will tell you what
Sorry,
is
sir,
the
for
process.
interrupting you.
Yes.
Sir, actually, your screen is seems to be very slow. It's not representing anything.
No.
Like the movement of screen is very slow at my side.
For you,
Because right now,
Asma.
yeah.
It's fine, sir.
Okay. Uh, okay. Aneha, are you downloading anything?
Yeah, those softwares.
Oh,
Maybe that's why.
okay, okay.
Actually, I was not aware that is of 3 GB software,
Okay,
so
okay, fine. No
maybe
issues.
now
What's the
I'm up to date.
status? How much it's downloaded?
Give me a minute.
At least 50% or
Uh,
60%?
just a sec, sir. Let me check. Most of the like rare files are that when rare files which are in 3 parts, they have download. These are downloaded already downloaded,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly like 7 or 8 WAR files are completed and rest ones are on 70-80%. So it would require 95% somewhere,
1 second. I will
I
give the
guess.
control to you. Share the screen. I will tell you what's the process.
Yeah.
Okay, now take the control. After downloading, if you are facing any issue, just contact the organizer. They will guide you how to install these softwares in your system. Okay, just it
Okay.
takes like 5 to 10 minutes
So actually,
after downloading. That's it. Yes, this is downloading, right?
okay.
Show me your mail once.
Yeah. Just a sec. Let me check
Yes.
your give me a minute.
Okay.
Oops. Uh, uh, ETL. Just actually, maybe my system gets slow now.
Okay.
Here it
Okay.
is. These are the files. This.
So, Asma, we will receive the files like this. We will receive the
Okay, sir.
files like this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to download. First one, VM8. That is VMware.
Okay.
VM8,
Right.
VMware. You have to download that one. Anyway, you will have the WinRAR like softwares in your system, right? Like zip, unzip, zip software.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So this last one, third one, it's not required. If you don't have that software, you can download WinRAR. If you
Okay.
have, then it's not required. Okay.
Okay.
And then VMware, VM8 and VM Informatica, both the things you have to download. Okay.
Okay.
After download VM8, it means VMware. So we have to unzip that one. We have to unzip and then we have to install. It takes like 10 to like within 10 minutes it will install. For the installation, downloading it takes time, but installation it will take very less time. Okay. Once the
Okay.
VMware is installed, what you need to do is VM Informatica, whatever the like rare files they have provided, we have to put it all the rare files in one place and then we have to unzip all the rare files. Whatever the rare files they have provided, all the rare files we have to unzip and we have to put it in one place. Okay, after that what we need to do I will tell you. Just a minute, I will take the control now. Show you. So if you observe here, once if you install VMware, it will show you with like this
So
VMware
please
icon.
share your screen.
Are you able to view the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here, if you observe VMware workstation, this one, it will show you like this. The icon will be like this. It will come like this. And then
Right.
whatever the softwares we have downloaded, I kept it in. I will show you how it will looks. I kept it in Informatica VMware. See here, Informatica VMware. I kept this one. See, it will come like this. Informatica 8.6.1. So if you open this particular thing, so all those things, it will have all these files. It contains all these files. Okay, do one thing. After downloading, just ask the organizers to install. Ask the organizers to guide to how to install. Otherwise, just send a mail to just we need a steps to install the software after downloaded all these things. Okay, it will show you like this, and then you have to keep all this file in one folder. Here in this folder I kept all those files. Okay, and then what we need to do is, here this VMware workstation is there, right? Just we need to double click. We need to open this VMware workstation. We need to open VMware workstation. Here it will show you like this. Initially it will show you like this one icon. Here the option is open virtual machine option will be there. Open virtual machine. You have to click on this. You have to click on open virtual machine. So we have to go to that particular path where we have kept that all the downloaded files here, right? I kept it here. If you open that particular thing, it will show you like this window, Windows XP Professional. This Windows icon is there, right? See here, VMware virtual machine configuration, like this. It will show you like with these icons. It will show you like this, and then you have to click open. Once if you selected that particular this icon and then click open, it will open like this. See here, it will open like this, and then you have to power on virtual machine. We have to click on power on virtual machine. If you click power on virtual machine, it will start the one more operating system in your system. One more operating system. See here, one more operating system is starting here, right?
Yes.
So this is VMware. It's a image. Virtual machine. This is virtual machine. This is our original machine. This is our original OS, right? This is
Yes.
VMware. So here going to VMware. See here the same thing. How you will like work with our system? The same thing we have to work with that. See, I'm trying to log in. So it's loading. See here. Now see all these things. So this is a VMware, and this one is our original OS. So here the Informatica what and Oracle, it will be pre-installed. So no need to install anything. Just we can start working with this. We can start working with this OS. Here everything will be pre-installed. So whatever the software is required for Informatica, all those things is installed in this particular image. So we can work with this particular image. Okay, see here, I will show you. So what all the things installed here. Informatica, see, Informatica. So Informatica client components. What are the components we discussed? Designer, workflow manager, workflow monitor, repository manager, right?
Positive
See,
manager.
all these things is installed here. Informatica software. In the Informatica software client components, everything will be there. And then Oracle. See, Oracle is required, right? So we need one database to work with. So here Oracle also installed, already installed. So what we need to do? So just we need to start working with this. How to start this Informatica software here? So what's the process? I will tell you. So first, initially we need to start the services. Here, start Informatica services will be there. So when you open virtual machine, before starting the Informatica services, must and should we need to start Informatica services. So here in real time it's not required to start every time Informatica services, but here it is required. Why? In real time the servers never ever it will stop, right? It will keep on running, right?
Yes,
Server
sir.
will not stop. Once it started, it will not stop. But here what we are doing? We are doing like regularly, we will shut down and we will restart, right? So here it is required to start Informatica services is required before starting Informatica. See here, I am starting Informatica services. Just click on that particular start Informatica services. It will start Informatica service as well as Oracle services. Oracle service also required, right? So
Yes, sir.
the database is in Oracle. So when they configured the Informatica, the default they configured with Oracle database. They configured with Oracle. So now Informatica services started. So the window disappeared, right? It disappeared means the Informatica services started. If you want to know services started or not, ms sorry services.msc services.msc, it will show you all the services running in available in our machine. Okay, we will see this. So what all the services started here? Here if I will click I. So Informatica, right? So if you observe here, see Informatica services. See here, started, right? Informatica services started. At the same time, we need to check Oracle services also. So Oracle also need to start. See here, Oracle services. Oracle 10G TNS services started. Oracle service started. At the same time, we need to start this one also. SQL plus. We need to start SQL plus. So it started, right? So Informatica is started and Oracle is started. So we can work with this particular Informatica software now. Now here, so how to start designer, how to open designer, how to open workflow manager, how to open workflow monitor, we will see here. First, programs, Informatica, clients, like this. We can open like this. Otherwise, we can create a shortcuts. We can create shortcuts. See here, I have created shortcut here. Here already I have one shortcut, designer, right? Designer shortcut is there. So if I double click on this one, it will open window, designer window, designer client component. So second, so we yesterday we discussed, right? It will have the repositories. So here see, this is a repository, this is repository. So if you want to connect, we need to right click and then connect. Username and password will be the same. Username and password, it will be the same. So connect. Now connect. So if it's connected, it will show you right side workspace. So here, not showing here inside the repository, Yesterday we discussed, right? Inside the repositories, folders will be there. So these are the different folders I have created: class 8 and training. These are the different folders. So we will connect to any one of the folder. I am double clicking on this particular folder. Once it opens, it will show you the window here. Right hand side, this is the workspace. This is, we can call it as a workspace. Just a minute. So if you observe in this class folder, what all the things is available? See here: source, target, see, transformations, mappings. All these things is required for Informatica. So we need source, we need target, we need mapping, we need transformation. These are the main things in Informatica, right? So
Yes, sir.
here, this is the sources. So whatever the sources we will create, it will show you in the left hand side. All these are the objects. Left hand side objects, source objects. Here right hand side, if you observe, see here, this is source analyzer. Here in this source analyzer, we will create a source structure. We will create source structure. Here this is target designer. This is target designer. I click on target designer. This is target structure. We can able to create target structure here. In source analyzer, we will create a source structure. Target designer, we will create a target structure.
Targets to
And then mapping
mapping,
designer, we will create flow, mapping flow.
mapping, business logic.
Yes, just a minute, I will show you. This is the simple mapping flow: source, transformation, target. See the arrow marks, data is flowing from source to transformation, transformations to target, right? This is data flow. We can call this as a mapping. So we to create mapping with the help of designer, we will create the mappings. If you want to create the mapping, we need source structure, target structures, right? Source structures and target structures. Here, if you observe here, see, this is designer, right? Now we are in designer. If you click on this one, this is workflow manager. If you click on this particular thing, it will open workflow manager window. So no need to go to here and then open again. You can directly connect with this window. Okay, if you open any one component, we can open any other components from this. See here, repository, we can able to connect with this repository. Here if you click on this one, we can able to connect this workflow manager. If you click on this workflow monitor will open. Now we will see, I am clicking on workflow manager. Workflow manager window will open, another separate window. So in workflow manager, what we will do, we will create the workflows and sessions, right? We will create workflows and sessions. So here, if you observe, this is called as a session. This particular thing, symbol is like engine, right? Symbol is right. See this one, engine. This is session. This is workflow. Start symbol, right? This is workflow. Just a minute, I will close this existing thing. And then once the mapping and workflow and session is created, we need to run, right? So where we will see the things in the monitor window. So if I click on that particular thing, monitor will open. The same thing, we have to connect to that particular monitor. If you double click on that particular thing, it will open. So one second, one by one we will come. So in the designer, what we will do, we will create a mapping, right? Generally we will create a mapping in the designer. So here, that particular, if you want to create mapping, we need source and targets, right? Source and targets. it will be available in database, right? In the database. So we have to see for that particular mappings is available, sorry, particular source and target is available in the database or not. So first we, just a minute, I will connect to SQL plus, I am connecting to database. So this one username is Scott and then password is Tiger. Scott and then Tiger. I have connected. Now here from this particular table Oracle, what all the tables is available we will see. Now EMP table will be some default tables will be there here, like EMP. If you want to see the tables, select star from tab, it will show you all the available tables. So all these tables I have created, but if you observe here, default tables will be there. Just a minute. See this one. This EMP, DEPT, bonus, sal grade. These four tables are the default tables. It will be available in database. So no need to create these tables. It will be defaultly available in the database. So just a minute. So this EMP table, select star from EMP. One second. Set line size 200. Set page size 200. Okay, this is the data available in the employee table, right? This is the data available in employee table. This is a source for us. This is a source for us. Now we need to load this particular source data into one target table with the help of Informatica. With the help of Informatica, we need to load this particular source table, EMP table data into target table. So we will create one new target table here, and then we will try to load the data with the help of Informatica. I will create a new target table. Create table EMP underscore class. EMP underscore class. So as select star from EMP where 1 equal to 2. So why I have given this where 1 equal to 2,
It
will tell you.
it
So
just create the schema only.
yes,
It will
it
not
create only,
put the data, just create the
not
schema
for the data. If you don't
structure.
give where 1 equal to 2, it will give the data also, right? So here the
Yeah.
target table, we don't require any data, just we need a structure. The structure we are copying from EMP table structure. The same EMP table structure we are copying into EMP underscore class, right? So EMP underscore class. So yeah, one second. Okay. So table created, right? This is a empty table, right? So we don't have any data here. If you want to see, start from EMP underscore class. So here, now see this, we don't have any data here, right? No rows here. So with the help of Informatica, we will load all this EMP data into EMP underscore class. Okay, now we will see this, how to load this data, same this particular EMP data into this EMP underscore class table. We'll see. So here we need first source structure, right? Source structure. So in the designer we will create mappings. To create mapping, we need source and target. We need sources and targets. So how to create source structure we will see now. So first we need to click on source analyzer. Source analyzer, we need to click on this source analyzer, and then we need to go to this particular source tab. We need to go to this particular source tab. Observe this. Click on this one, import from database. So where our source is located, it's located in database only, right?
Yes, sir.
So we are picking it from the database, import from database. Now it will ask username and then password. So username is Scott, password is
Tiger.
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 Okay, if I connect that one, it will show you what all the tables is available in the database. So now, so source table, what is our source table? EMP table, right? EMP is our
Yeah.
source table. So we are picking that structure. We are picking that EMP table structure. So I'm replacing. So already table is there. That's why it's asking. So here, if you observe here, see, structure is created. EMP table structure is created with column names, data types, and then length. Same as what database. So in the database also same thing is available, right? See the column names, all the column names and data types and then length. This is we are importing with the help of source analyzer. Here we are importing from the database. Now once it is imported from the database, we need to save. Control S. Control S. It will save the structure. So once it's saved here, it will, we can able to view that particular thing in here. See here, it's available, right? EMP. It's available under the source list. Under the source list, this particular thing is available. So once if you import that into the workspace, then only it is available. See here, we have created target table, right? EMP underscore class. If you observe here, that particular table, it's not there now, right? It's not available here. EMP underscore class, it's not available. So we need target table structure also, right? To create mapping, we need source structure, we need target structure.
Target.
So to create target structure, we need to click on target designer. This one. This one is the target designer. Here we will create target structure. Target designer. I am creating a structure now. The same way. Go to the targets tab, import from database. This target is also where we have created. We have created in database only, right? We have created the
Yes.
structure. If you remember here, we have
Right.
created, right? We created.
Right.
So
Right.
the same thing. Tiger. Okay. Connect. So what is
Yeah.
the table name? EMP
Employee
underscore
underscore
class,
class.
right?
Yes.
EMP. See. So what I am doing, I am clicking OK. See, I clicked. Now it came here. See, observe this. Now it came. Before that, it's not there, right? Before that, it's not available. Now it came. Control S. After importing, I saved this one. Now, source is available in the source list. Target is available in the target list, right? Left hand side, this icon, source is available in source list, target is available in target list. Good. Now, we need to create mapping. So to create mapping, we need to click on mapping designer. Mapping designer. So here we have to create a mapping. So how to create a mapping? Observe this. Source, from
Drag
the
and drop the.
sources, yes, we need to drag this particular, we need to select first and then drag, and then
Yeah.
we need to drop on the workspace, mapping designer workspace. You release, it will ask mapping name. Mapping name is emp underscore class
Class
sample.
sample.
Okay, sample mapping, emp underscore class sample mapping. This is the mapping name. We have dragged the source, right? So if you observe here, along with the source, one more object came. One more object came. These things, sources, targets, transformations. Here we will call it as a objects or components. In different organizations, they will call it different names. In some organizations, they will call it as a components. In some organizations, they will call it as a objects. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, here this is the source object, this is transformation object. See, observe this, source qualifier. Source qualifier transformation came defaultly. When we pull the source to designer workspace, along with the source qualifier transformation came. That's why we can call source qualifier transformation as default transformation. Default transformation. So why basically we require this source qualifier transformation, we will discuss. So here source qualifier transformation is a default transformation. So okay, well and good. So what's the purpose of this, what it will do? This is also one transformation, right? So what it will do, it will, the main purpose of this transformation is it will pick the data from the source and it will give it to Informatica. It will read the data from the sources. It will read the data from source and the same data it will give it to Informatica. How it will read? How it will read the data? So this is transformation, right? Each and every transformation, it contains some business logic. It will contain some functionality. So particular specific task it will do. Each and every transformation specific task it will do. So here source qualifier transformation, what it will do, we'll see. Here if you observe, first one second, as we discussed, source qualifier transformation is to read the data from the sources, right? And it will give the data to Informatica. How it will read the data from sources? Whenever the job is running, then only it will pick the data. Whenever the job is running, then only it will pick the data and then it will give it to Informatica. So how it will give here? Here if you observe, here source qualifier query is there, right? SQL query, just a minute, see here. So nothing is there, right? It's not visible, it's not visible, but backend what is going on, we will see. Backend, okay, fine, just a minute. Once if we connect to the target, then we can able to view that. Once again, source is there, source qualifier is there, and then we need a target, right? Emp underscore class is the target table. So I am pulling this particular target. Select this particular wing and then hold and then drag to the
Drop.
workspace. Drop on workspace. See, it came, right? So
Yes.
here, select all the columns from the source qualifier. Select all the columns from source qualifier and then connect to, select all and then hold it here. This middle icon is the right, space is the right, hold here and then pull all the columns and then
Pull
leave on first
EMP
column.
number. Like,
Then
right.
it will, structure will create, it will, flow will create, basically flow will create. Now if you observe, from the source to transformation, data came. From the transformation to target data event. So now this one we can call it as a input. Data is flowing to transformation, and this one data is going out from the transformation. This is input, this is
And that is
output.
output.
Output, this is output. So this is inputs, this is outputs. We can call it as a
Output.
inputs and outputs. So what it will do, source qualified transformation, we will see now. Once this is the mapping, simple mapping, simple data flow diagram. I will save this, control S. Once it's saved, if everything is fine, then it will show you valid,
Valid.
valid. Otherwise it will show you as a invalid.
Invalid.
It will show you invalid. Now what it will do, source qualifier, what it will do, we will see here, properties, backend, it will generate query. See here, but it is not visible to us, right? So I am copying that one. What it will do, we will see. So whenever the job is running, then only it will generate that particular query, and then it will perform. That backend query I am firing here. See, what's the result? From where it came? This result came from the EMP table, right? See here, EMP table. This source qualifier transformation, it's generating a query in the backend, and then whenever the job is running, particular mapping is running, it will hit on the database. This particular query, it will go and hit on the database, and then it will pick the data. It will pick this particular data, and then it will give it to Informatica. That is the main purpose of the source qualifier transformation. Now you understood, right? Why we need source qualifier transformation? Why source qualifier transformation
So,
is default transformation? Yes,
so under the same SQL query, we can modify our query as well, right? If we
yes,
want
we
to
can do that.
put some clause over there,
Yes, we can do that.
right?
We can give the where classes and so many things. So many options is available in source qualifier. In going forward, I will explain. Okay, and then see
Okay.
these things.
Okay.
This is the mapping. We have created a mapping. It means structure is there, data flow diagram. It means bogies. In a train we have the bogies, just a structure. To pull this bogies we need a engine, right? So
Yes.
engine, where we have to create, so engine means session and workflows. Session and
Over
workflows,
session,
yes, we have to create in workflow manager. This one, workflow
right?
manager. If you observe
Manager.
here, this one is the workflow manager. So here we need to create a session. So how to create a session? First we need to create, we will create workflow WKF. Always mapping names should start with small m. Workflows will start with WKF, and session should start with small s. That is
S.
the naming convention for the Informatica component like mappings. Okay, remember this. I'm giving EMP
One more thing, sir.
underscore class sample. Yes.
So, in my production environment, we
Okay.
generally used WF for the workflow,
WF.
not the WK. Yeah, only the WF.
Okay, it depends on the organization to organization. In some organizations, they will call it
Okay.
as a WF or WKF. It depends. Mapping, how you
Maybe
are?
they maybe they have like set those parameters, right?
Yes, maybe.
While installing.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a minute. Okay, so here I am creating a workflow. So class underscore sample. So workflow is there. So we need to create a session, right? We need a session to run the mapping. So session we have to create with this particular thing, task and then create. session will create. See here, session name s underscore. It will start with s underscore mp underscore class sample. Okay, I'm creating a session. This session is for which mapping? See, it's asking, right, which mapping I need to pull. If you are triggering a engine, if you are starting engine, it should contain some bogies, right? The same way here, if you are creating a session, okay, well and good. For which mapping we are creating a session? So mapping name is this one, right? emp underscore class sample, right? See here, the mapping name. Observe the mapping name here, emp class sample. The same thing we need to give here. The same mapping name we need to select. Okay, emp class sample. So it will create, the session is created. In last class we discussed, right, session, it will contain, it will
Set of
have all the
instructions.
control on the sources and targets, right? All the control on sources and targets. I will show you here. See, if you observe here, so many
We can
tabs.
also say the
Yes, yeah, tell me.
so we can also say that it contains the configuration of the
Yes,
mappings,
exactly.
right?
Configuration of the mapping. See here, configuration of the mapping. So here, source. The main important thing is source database. We need to give database connections for the source from where it should pick the data. At the same time, target. See here, this is the source sq underscore emp. Our target is emp underscore class, right? emp underscore
Right,
class. See here, all the information is available. So this one, oracle, again connection is oracle. It means we are picking the data into the source from the oracle database. We are loading the data
right.
into the target table into oracle database, and then here, this target load type, we need to select normal. Okay, we need to select normal. I will tell you why we need to select normal only. Okay, and then click OK. And then we need to give the, we need a connection, right? If you want to start the engine,
Link.
we need a key, right? So we have a, we need to create link. This is the link. So I am creating a link between workflow and session. Workflow and session. So link is created. Link I have created. Now I am saving. Control S. Control S. Now, so we have created mapping, we have created a workflow, we have created a session. Now if you
Sure.
start this particular workflow, observe the link condition arrow mark, it will start this session, right? It will start that
Right,
particular session. This session, it will pull this mapping. Observe this, that particular session, it will pull this mapping, it will run this mapping. See here, this session contains this mapping name. Clear, right? Asma and Neha, this is
Yes,
the
sir.
flow. And then
yes, sir.
if you want to run this, so we need to go to the workflow tab,
So
and then
before
yes, yeah, go ahead.
so before starting the workflow, we can also open the monitor so that we can
Yes,
side by side view the status of the job.
yes, it's already open, right? Monitor is open. We have connected,
Okay,
right? We have opened the monitor, we can able to view that. So now I am starting the workflow. See here, start workflow.
right,
It will start the workflow. It's starting, right? So executing, meanwhile I will open. So once it started there, it will, we can able to view that. See here, it's running, right?
right,
It's running. So this is workflow. This particular workflow, this is the session. So if you double click this
right,
particular session, it will show you the statistics. See here, source and target statistics. How many rows is there in the source table? How many rows is there in the target table? This, see here, sq underscore emp means source qualifier EMP. This is source table. This one is source table. And then this one is target table. Source table we have 14 records. In the target table it loaded 14 records, right? So we will see this. We will see this particular thing in the database. Before that, here, if you find the select star from emp underscore class, nothing, no rows selected, right? Now we will see the same thing. So now see this. Now data is there, right? Now
Yes, sir.
14 rows loaded. With the help of Informatica, we have loaded data from emp table to emp
Underscore
underscore
class table.
class target table.
Class.
From the source to target table, we have loaded the data with the help of Informatica. Here, we are not applying any transformation logic. Just it's a default transformation is there. We are not applying any business logic or any transformation logic. We are directly whatever the data is there in the source table, we have dumped the same data into the target table, right? That's it. Clear, right? The process. First, in the
Yes, sir.
designer
Yes,
we
sir.
have created a mapping. To create the mapping, we created a source structure,
First, we need to create source and
source
target.
analyzer, and then target designer we have to create the target structure, and then mapping we have to create a mapping, and then in the workflow we have to create workflow first, and then we need to create a session. In the session we need to give the configurations like source and target, and then target load type is normal. So and then we have to save, and then to trigger the job we need to go to the workflow and then start workflow. It will trigger the job. We can able to view the status in monitor. See this, the status, it succeeded, it's reached from, it means the data is flows from source to target. See here, this is source, this is target. It picked 14 rows from the source table, it loaded 14 rows to the target table. How much time it has taken? Observe here. Start time, at what time it has started and what time it end, right? Complete total time is also it's there. So in the monitor system, and then we can, with the help of this we can able to view the logs also. I will tell you in next classes. Okay, you will get confused if I show those things. Okay, now you are clear, right? Neha and
Yes,
Asma,
sir.
what's the
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
process?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
I will stop the class here, and tomorrow onwards we will continue. We will discuss each, like one by one transformations we will pick and we will discuss. Meanwhile, just ask the organizers to install in softwares in your machines, and then tomorrow onwards, like I will give the control to one by one, and then first 1 or 2 days, like you will feel little bit like difficulty in like doing all those things. After that you will get the good hands on. Okay,
Okay, sir.
fine. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Thank you.
So,
Yeah, any question?
sir, I have two concerns, right? I
Yeah,
have two concerns, like why we are using virtual machine over here. Generally,
yeah.
installed
Generally
to our
we can
system as well, right?
install directly in our systems also, but the thing is if you like
Right.
generally if you connect like uh, to the net or any other things, any other softwares, if you install any other software, if you are working with any other thing, so the chances is there to corrupt the
Right.
software. So again we need to install, again we need to uninstall, and then again we need to install. So if you are using with the virtual machine,
Okay.
then it will be separate OS, right?
Right.
It is a separate OS. So it, so
Right.
nothing will impact if you install any software, or if you are working with like net connections, or if you are doing any other operations, it will not impact the software. Okay.
Okay. And my second question is why we are doing practice on 8.6. Now the current version is 9.1 somewhere, right?
Yes, yes. Now recent,
9.5,
yeah, recently some
9.6 is
companies,
there.
yes, they are using 9.6 version. So this is compatible for the VMware.
Oh,
8.6 version is compatible. The difference
right.
is we don't have much difference between the 8.6 and 9.6. No, sorry, 9.1. Just like
Yeah.
how it is viewing. The view wise, it is different. That's it. We will
Okay.
not get much difference on 8.6 and
Oh,
9.1. Okay, no issues on that. Almost all from the
okay.
7.6 onwards, 7.6 to 8.6, only one transformation is the difference. 8.2, 8 to 9, some configurations difference. That's it. So no need to bother about those things.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Well, so my part is done now. Downloads has been done. So
Oh,
I'll let them know to install.
okay, fine, fine. Just ask them to install the software in your machine. Okay. Then we can start the
Okay.
things from
Okay.
tomorrow onwards. Okay, fine. Neha and
Okay,
Asma.
sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.